Welcome, dear viewers, to Law Logical, your go-to YouTube channel for understanding complex legal matters in a simple, relatable way. Today, we continue our journey through family law, focusing on a topic that often raises eyebrows: bigamy and polygamy and their legal implications in India. In this episode, we will demystify these complex terms. We'll start by defining bigamy and polygamy, and then we'll move on to their legal standing in the eyes of Indian law. We will shed light on the consequences that one might face for engaging in these practices and discuss the historical and cultural contexts that have shaped these laws. This video promises to be an enlightening exploration of a topic that is often shrouded in misconception and misunderstanding. So, whether you're a curious mind, a law enthusiast, or someone looking for clarity on these matters, you're in the right place. So, without further ado, let's delve into the intriguing world of bigamy and polygamy. To kick things off, let's first understand what we mean by bigamy. Bigamy is the act of entering into a marriage while still legally married to another person. Imagine you're standing at the altar, ready to say, "I do" to your loved one. But wait, there's a twist. You're already married. In the eyes of the law, this is a big no-no, and it's known as bigamy. Now, it's important to remember that this isn't just a social taboo or a moral dilemma. It's a legal issue, and in India, it's considered a crime under the Indian Penal Code, specifically under Section 494. This section states that whoever, having a husband or wife living, marries in any case in which such marriage is void by reason of its taking place during the life of such husband or wife, shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 7 years, and shall also be liable to fine. In simple terms, if you're already married and you decide to tie the knot with someone else without legally and rightfully ending your first marriage, you could end up in jail for up to 7 years and also be required to pay a fine. That's a pretty hefty price to pay, isn't it? The law doesn't take bigamy lightly, and there's a good reason for that. Marriage is a legal contract, and when you enter into a marriage, you're making a commitment to uphold certain responsibilities and obligations. If you try to enter into a second marriage without ending the first one, you're essentially breaking that contract, and the law steps in to hold you accountable. So, as we can see, bigamy is not taken lightly in Indian law, and those found guilty can face serious consequences. Now that we have a clear understanding of bigamy, it's time to shed some light on polygamy. Polygamy, to put it simply, is the practice of having more than one spouse at the same time. It's a term that's often associated with cultures and traditions across the globe. But what does this mean in an Indian context? Let's dive into the details. In India, the law concerning polygamy is not uniform and varies depending on different religious communities. For instance, the Hindu Marriage Act of 1955 strictly prohibits polygamy for Hindus, Jains, Buddhists, and Sikhs. If a person belonging to these religions is found guilty of having more than one spouse, it is treated as a criminal offense punishable by law. However, the scenario is different for the Muslim community. Under the Muslim personal law, a Muslim man is permitted to have up to 4 wives, provided he can treat them all equally in terms of love, care, and financial support. This provision is rooted in religious beliefs and has been a topic of debate in recent years. Contrastingly, for Christians, polygamy is prohibited under the Indian Christian Marriage Act of 1872. Any violation of this law is considered a criminal offense, leading to potential legal repercussions. The laws for polygamy among the tribal communities in India are also distinct. In certain tribes, polygamy is an accepted and common practice often related to their cultural traditions and societal norms. As you can see, the legal treatment of polygamy in India is multifaceted and complex, deeply intertwined with the diverse religious and cultural fabric of the country. It's clear that, like bigamy, polygamy is a complex issue with its own set of legal implications in India. This discussion brings into focus the need for a more uniform civil code, a topic that continues to be the subject of much debate and discussion in our country. The interplay between religious freedom, personal laws, and the rights of individuals is a delicate balance to maintain. It's clear that polygamy, like bigamy, is a complex issue with its own set of legal implications in India. We've covered a lot of ground today, so let's take a moment to recap. We started off our journey by delving into the concept of bigamy, which, to reiterate, is the act of entering into a marriage while still being legally married to another person. It's crucial to remember that in India, bigamy is considered a criminal offense under Section 494 of the Indian Penal Code, punishable by imprisonment up to 7 years, or a fine, or both. We then moved on to understanding polygamy, the practice of having more than one spouse at the same time. It's pertinent to note that polygamy, like bigamy, is largely prohibited in India, with exceptions made for certain religious communities under personal laws. Yet, the legal implications are complex and evolving, given the ongoing debates about gender equality, personal freedom, and religious rights. We also discussed the potential consequences of engaging in these practices. Beyond legal penalties, these may include social ostracization, emotional distress, and familial discord. It's important to keep in mind that the law is not just about punishment. It's also about upholding societal norms and protecting individual rights. In essence, the legal landscape around bigamy and polygamy in India is intricate, influenced by a mix of statutory laws, religious edicts, and societal norms. Understanding these laws is key to navigating the complex terrain of family law in India. Remember, the law is there to protect and guide us, but it's up to us to understand it. Knowledge is power, and when it comes to the law, this adage holds especially true. It's our hope that through videos like this, we can help demystify the labyrinth of legal statutes and make them more accessible to all. That's all for today on Law Logical. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more legal insights. If you have any queries or want an expert opinion on a particular topic within family law, drop a comment below. Until next time, stay informed, stay logical.